Hey guys, today I thought I would share with you my current skincare routine, and by no means am I a professional or an expert, and I do not have perfect skin. But that's also why I thought you might be interested in my take on how to take care of skin, because I don't know about you, but I think a lot of it has to do with genetics. And for example, my husband doesn't take care of his skin and doesn't wash it and doesn't cleanse it and tone it and moisturize it, and I bet he's had a total of a dozen breakouts in his entire life. So although he has perfect skin, I don't know that he would be the best person to tell you how to get good skin. So I have had acne in the past. I don't usually suffer with a lot of breakouts. Around that time of the month, I do tend to get breakouts on my chin and sometimes on my forehead, but I have a lot of acne scarring, and a lot of that is on the lower sides of either of my cheeks. So I found a few products that have really worked well for me, and I just thought I would share with you kind of what I do on a daily basis, especially when I'm wearing makeup. Let's start out as if I had a full face of makeup on like I do today, and how I'm going to take it off and cleanse my face for the night. The first thing I've been using and really enjoying actually is the Garnier Clean Nourishing Cleansing Oil. Dissolves impurities and makeup and replenishes skin. It talks about certain oils that it has, and it's made for dry skin. I do not have dry skin. I have combo oily skin. I tend to get oily in my T-zone, especially throughout the day, but not excessive oily or anything like that. But what I really like this for is to take my makeup off prior to cleaning my face. I never used to do this. I used to always just kind of wash my face either with a cleanser or an exfoliant. And I have found that this has really helped, especially now that I'm wearing more makeup and really enjoying that. So what I do on dry skin, that's what you have to use this with. Dry skin, dry face, dry hands. You take a few pumps and you just kind of massage it in, and I especially work it around my eyes and everywhere else, and then you basically dissolve that with water. So then you go and you're going to wash your hands with water, and honestly after I've kind of massaged my face with the oil and I go to wash my hands, I see so much of my foundation and my eye makeup coming off, and you'll see that my face will get entirely full of eye makeup and everything else. But I feel like that's the first step in cleaning your face and getting the makeup off so that you can actually clean your skin. So I've really been enjoying this. This is actually my second purchase of this, and I will continue to purchase it. Now after I clean my face from the makeup at night, I like to actually go in and either exfoliate it or cleanse it, and especially if I'm wearing makeup, I will exfoliate it. This is something I've been using for years and years and years. This is the St. Ives Blemish Control Apricot Scrub. It says that this is a deep exfoliant, so this has kind of more of the rough beads. So if you know that you don't like this, I have a couple other options that you could try. Another one is the St. Ives Green Tea Scrub. This is also an exfoliant, but this is considered a moderate exfoliant. The beads aren't quite so large. They're a lot more fine, so you don't get nearly as much of the scratching on your skin. This is going to be a lot more gentle. And if you don't even like any beads at all, I've really been enjoying this Biore Free Your Pores Deep Pore Charcoal Cleanser. And what's cool about this one is that it doesn't have any exfoliant, and it actually doesn't have salicylic acid or benzoyl peroxide. This has no actual acne medication. It just has charcoal. And I will use this in an evening that I didn't wear makeup that day, or sometimes I'll just use this in the morning. And this has been working really well for me. In addition to what I'll do with that is sometimes take one of these, and I got this at TJ Maxx in a pack of 2 for around $5, I think. It's just a silicone rubbery, I guess it's kind of meant to be like a really gentle exfoliant. It is very gentle, but I have noticed that when I use this, especially, I'll take this and I'll pump it into it and then massage it, especially around my T-zone and but all over my face, and my face feels so soft after I use this. So if you can get your hands on this, I'll see if I can find the actual name of it and leave it in the description box below. So this is something that you would definitely want to try. After I go through and I've cleansed my face and I'll dab it dry, I like to go in with a toner, and I've repurchased this several times. I've tried other toners and just nothing seems to help. This is the Rapid Clear Neutrogena 2-in-1 Fade and Fight Toner. It says that it fights breakouts in under 8 hours and fades the look of post-acne marks. And this is salicylic acid toner, and that's what attracted me to it, is that it says that it fades the look of post-acne marks. I don't know how much it's actually faded my marks, but it has definitely helped in preventing acne, and I think that it might have done a little bit. It feels good for my skin. It's not just to treat acne. I think it actually does have some vitamins in it, and I I feel like when I try using a different toner, I get more breakouts. So if you haven't tried this, I would give it a try. And then if I'm having a really bad skin day or time, I will also go in with a maximum strength acne medication. This is Benzoyl Peroxide Gel. This is just the Target Up and Up brand. And I'll just take this, and I think I was using this incorrectly before. I used to use it every day no matter what, whether I had a breakout or not, and I would just kind of smear it all over my face. Now that I'm using it more as a spot treatment, it has been a lot more successful for me. So if I'm having a breakout like I am right now on my chin, after I take my makeup off and I tone my skin, I'll take this and put it a little dab and really kind of get a good layer and just let it be. This will kind of help give a protective layering so that more bacteria can't get in and make it worse. The final 2 steps of my nighttime skin routine involve moisturizing. So the first thing that I use on my face is the Aveeno Active Natural Smart Essentials Nighttime Moisture Infusion with vitamins A, C, and E. This is a pretty thick moisturizer that comes in a little tub like this. I dropped it, so the edge of mine is kind of broken there, but it seals fine. And I just make sure I use clean hands with this. I know some people think that this is sort of unsanitary, but I think as long as you're using clean skin or using clean hands and putting it on clean skin and trying to avoid active breakouts when you use this, then you're fine. And this is a heavy-duty moisturizer, so although I have combo oily skin, I think it's really important to moisturize, so I still use this. Then if you watched my fall favorites video, then you heard me talk about this. This is the Garnier Ultra Lift Anti-Wrinkle Firming Eye Cream. So this I put on underneath my eyes, and I raved about this in my favorites video, so I won't say much about it other than I think that this is the first eye cream that I've ever used that has actually helped my very severe under eye circles. So if you have under eye circles, or if you just have kind of problem under eye area where it's dry or you have fine lines, I recommend this. This has been awesome for me, so I definitely recommend that. Now, in the morning, my skincare routine is very similar, except that I wake up with relatively clean skin. When you sleep, you can kind of generate bacteria from your pillowcase and just whatever's in the air, so it's still a good idea to either cleanse it, and if you don't want to cleanse it, at least tone it. So sometimes if I know that my face is pretty clean, I'll just go in and I'll just use this on a cotton pad and just kind of wipe it all over my face, and I feel like that just helps to remove any little bit of bacteria that might have developed on your skin while you were sleeping. And then I'll go back in with my Garnier Ultra Lift Eye Cream in the morning as well after I've toned my skin. And then I'll follow up with a less heavy-duty moisturizer. This is more of a light-duty moisturizer than the Aveeno that I use at night. This one I use during the day. So this is the Simple Sensitive Skin Experts Replenishing Wrist Moisturizer. And I got this as just like a sample size with some makeup remover wipes. And I think this is a really, really good moisturizer, especially for someone like myself who doesn't like to have a really heavy moisturizer on, because I do tend to get kind of oily throughout the day, so I kind of like to avoid moisturizers that feel really greasy, and this one doesn't. And then I just wanted to touch on a couple other things that I have noticed that when I change my routine, in addition to the products that I use, just some daily lifestyle habits changes that you can make can really help your skin. The first thing that I did and started doing when I did have acne more in my teenage years, 16, 17, was changing my pillowcase. And I cannot stress this enough. Change your pillowcase twice a week. I know that maybe sounds crazy to some people, and I change mine even more often sometimes. I just bought a stack of pillowcases, and as long as you always have 4 or 5 clean, it's not a big deal just to throw the other ones in with your laundry and just clean them. I have noticed that if I sleep on the same pillowcase for 4 nights in a row, I will have breakouts. Without fail, if I change my pillowcase, it's like my skin calms right back down. Just think of all the oil and the grease that's naturally in your hair, that's good to be on your head. Your hair needs that oil, but your face does not. And your face is going to absorb that oil and could just cause more breakouts. So change your pillowcase. If you're not already doing that regularly, I recommend it if you are struggling with any kind of mild or moderate acne. That's also a disclaimer that I want to make. I'm not a professional, and I'm only making tips and recommendations for mild to moderate acne. If you truly have severe acne, talk to your dermatologist, because there might be oral antibiotics that you could be taking and more prescription strength medications and gels that you can't buy at the store. The other thing that I want to mention is drinking water, and this is gonna sound like one of those things that it's like the answer for everything. Your skin is the last organ to benefit from the water that you drink, and it's the largest organ that you have. So you absolutely want to drink water, and what that's going to do is just going to help flush any impurities that you already have in your body that's going to cause a lot of the breakouts from inside. So you can clean your face as much as you want on the outside, but if you are not healthy on the inside, it's just going to cause more breakouts. Next thing that I want to mention was to avoid stress. And stress on the body is going to seem like something that's obvious, but I'm not talking about stress on the body. I'm talking about emotional and mental stress. There are so many studies that have shown the correlation between the mental stress that you can have and the emotional stress that you have and the correlation that has on your actual body. And your skin is going to act out if that's the case. Of course, if you are a woman and you're dealing with some hormonal things, and if it's your time of the month, there's not a lot you can do about that besides just be really thankful for the makeup that you have that can cover some of those issues. But overall, drinking water, avoiding stress, keeping your face clean, washing your sheets, washing your pillowcase. Otherwise, that's all that I have for you. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that it helped you at all and maybe made you want to try some of the stuff that I recommended. This has all been stuff, almost everything that I have here is something that I've repurchased at least once, and I've really been enjoying them, and they've proven themselves into my routine. So I wouldn't share it with you if I didn't think that it was working for me really well. And if you have any questions, just leave them in the comment section below, and I will certainly answer your questions. Thank you so much for watching.